When?
Okay. All right. So this is for today. We're going to do a little review and kind of an introduction of DOPs. Okay. We started them just vaguely yesterday, but you haven't seen it from me yet. So we're going to look at direct object pronouns today. So first of all, a direct object pronoun. Forget everything you saw so far. What is it in English? What's a direct object pronoun?
He.
It. He.
She.
He. She is not a direct object.
Him.
Him. He and she, what are those? He and she are personal pronouns. Personal pronouns, right? Him and her, though, would be direct objects. So let's think about it. When I'm talking to you in a conversation, okay, I don't say, Christy is a student at CHS, and Christy is wearing a black sweatshirt. Christy runs track. Christy has a green pencil. Christy, after a while, what do? She, right? Otherwise, it would get really, really, really repetitive, okay? So you substitute in these DOPs, and it actually makes your sentences shorter, right? When I say to you guys, oh, I want everybody in this class to have 2 markers and a whiteboard and an eraser. I want you to put those 2 markers and the whiteboard and eraser under your desk. I want you to put the 2 markers, the eraser, and the whiteboard. I can't even say it all, right? After a while, what would I say? I want you to put them under your desk. You will need them for the class today, right? Okay, so this is the idea of direct object pronouns, okay? So with a direct object pronoun, it's section 5.4 in your book, okay? Direct object pronouns will always, always, always answer the question, who or what? Who or what? Okay? Now, it's very important. Can you just use a DOP, like at the beginning of a sentence, and just use it randomly?
No.
Okay? If I'm sitting there and I say, give it to me. Give it to me. That's not what I want. Give it to me.
You don't know.
Come on, give it to me. Drake, what's going on?
Nothing.
What's the problem here?
What is it?
He doesn't know what it is, right? So you have to tell me what it is before you can start using it. Okay? That's like when people tell you, oh, they'll pick you up. Oh, we're going to go over to their house. And you're sitting there thinking, who is they? Who is them? Right? Yeah.
What about lo siento?
Okay, lo siento, I'm sorry. See, here again. Okay, so our DOPs will always answer the question either who or what. Okay? And when you're substituting a DOP, we're going to start with just the who's. So, who's, we have repite todos. Me, te, lo, la, me, te, lo, la, nos. Okay, do you know how all year when you guys tried to shorten nosotros and you would abbreviate it to nos, and I'd say, don't abbreviate that.
Yeah.
What does nosotros mean?
We.
What does nos mean? Us.
Oh.
She helps, who does she help? Us. Okay? And then we have os, which would be you guys, right? But we're not too worried about this. And then we have los and las, which is them. Okay? Do you want to do an example here?
Please. Sure.
Okay, a few verbs that often go with who, are ayudar. ¿Qué significa ayudar? To help. Ayudar is to help. So you could say, let's start and let's say the teacher helps the students. The teacher helps the students. So, in your notes, the teacher helps the students. How would you say the teacher? And actually, I would like you to say Miss Ruddock helps the students.
Oh.
Miss Ruddock helps the students. And I ask that because what goes before señorita?
La.
La. Yeah. La. Can you see this color on the video?
Yeah. But no.
Not as well. Can I have a darker marker back there? May I please? Oh, here we go. Here's purple.
I guess you can.
La señorita Ruddock. Cody, what verb did you use for helps? Ayuda. And what do we need next? Why do we need an
Because it's personal law.
personal law? Miss Ruddock helps. Am I helping people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we need a personal law. Ayuda a los estudiantes. Okay? That's kind of like there. When I say, I see Sol, right here, the person, when I see her, then I need a personal ah. But if I just tell you, oh, I see the computer, do I need it?
No.
Because I'm not seeing a person, right? So we have La Señorita Ruddock ayuda a los estudiantes. Right now, I want you to underline the conjugated verb. Underline the conjugated verb in this sentence. Underline the conjugated verb. Okay, Sheree, what was the conjugated verb?
Ayuda.
Ayuda. Ayuda. Very good. Ayuda. Okay. Now, with direct object pronouns, we have two types of pronouns. We've seen IOPs this year, right? With what verb did we see IOPs? Gustar, right? The may, te, lay. Yes? And all of the IOPs are going to be to me, to her, to him, to you. Yes? These ones are just me, you, him, her. Okay? So Miss Ruddock helps, and you ask yourself, you find the verb, and you say, is it who does she help or what does she help? Which one would it be? Who? Who does she help? And so who does she help?
The students.
A los estudiantes, right? A los estudiantes. So you're going to box your direct object, and this is your DO, your direct object. This is the direct object of the sentence. Okay? This is your direct object. So a DOP, a direct object pronoun, takes the place of a what? DO, a direct object. Yeah? Okay? So, this is our first sentence. Here we go. Here's our first sentence. Now, when we substitute this out, okay, we have DOP, DOP. You can put it before the conjugated verb. Never put it in the middle, even if it is a riddle. Never put it in the middle.
Cats.
Okay, so let's start with the first part. Okay, we have, everybody repeat it. DOP, DOP. You can put it
Before the conjugated verb.
Okay, that's the most important part. DOP, DOP. You can put it before the conjugated verb. So our conjugated verb, Sheree told us, was ayuda. Okay? So our direct object was los estudiantes. If I could say Miss Ruddock helps the students, or I could say Miss Ruddock helps them. Them, right? Yeah. So which IOP, or which DOP are you going to use for them?
Los.
How did you know to use los instead of las?
Because we don't know if it's all
We don't know if they're masculine.
Okay, we don't know if they're masculine or feminine, the students, and we always default to the masculine, okay? So I could say La Señorita Ruddock, or if I wanted to shorten this a little bit more, what could I replace Miss Ruddock with? Ella, right? She. Ella. Ella, she, what does she do? Ayuda. She helps. Who does she help? Them, the students, and the DOP, DOP, you can put it before the conjugated verb. So we have ella los ayuda. You just took this whole long sentence and made it 3 words.
Whoa.
I like that.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
We should have learned that. That was easy.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, all right, let's try another one. Let's do,
Why
yes.
do you have to use a personal ah for the sentence A but not B?
Because, how do I explain that one? That's a good question. Normally, the personal law is going to indicate an IOP. But, I don't know. I don't know why. You just don't have to have it. This los takes the place of a los estudiantes. It takes the place of all of it.
Okay.
It takes the place of all of it. And the way you would read this is she helps, who does she help? Them. As in the students. Yeah. Okay. Let's do another example and see if we can get a little bit further. Okay, abrazar, you want to do it with abrazar? Abrazar, ¿qué significa abrazar? Is to hug or to embrace. Okay. Let's do the cat again.
The parents hug the children.
That would be reciprocal. So let's do the
Kids hug them.
kids
Hug the parents.
hug us.
Okay. kids hug us.
The kids hug us. The children hug us. When you go to elementary school and go teach there, they're all so excited and sweet and nice. Okay? Yeah, they are. And they're grubby. Okay? Estamos, yeah, sucio. Yeah. So, the kids hug. Who do they hug? Us.
Unfortunately.
The students hug, the kids hug us. So how do you say the kids? Los niños. Los niños. Can I erase this first example actually? Los niños. And for abrazar, it's an AR verb. Abrazan, muy bien. Abrazan. And are they hugging people? Nosotros.
Oh, they.
Los niños abrazan a nosotros. That's our part A. Los niños abrazan a nosotros. So first step, underline the conjugated verb. First step, underline the conjugated verb. Okay? And DOPs always, always, always answer the questions who or what. So you say this, the kids, they hug. What do they hug? Or who do they hug?
We, us.
Which is it?
Who?
Well, first of all,
Who?
tell me though, is it going to be who or is it going to be a what?
Who?
Who? Who do they hug?
Like Whoville.
And who do they hug? Us. A nosotros, right? A nosotros.
So it's nos.
Okay? So, if they hug, who do they hug? Us. How do you say us based on our chart up here?
Nos.
Nos. Nos is us. Okay? Nos is us. And DOP, you can put it
Before the conjugated
for the
verb.
conjugated verb. So, how could I shorten los niños? I could say the children or I could say they. So, ellos, and we'll leave a little space and say abrazan. They hug. Who do they hug? Us. And the DOP has to go before the conjugated verb, so you're going to put
No.
nos. Ellos nos abrazan.
That sounds right.
Ellos nos abrazan. Simple.
Ellos nos abrazan.
Nos abrazan. Nos abrazan. Okay? All right. You can also have a what. Okay? But whenever you're doing the what of a direct object, is it ever going to be a person?
No.
I have.
She loves
What
that
do I
teacher.
have? You? Can I ever have you?
She loves that.
Can I have you?
No, you can't say that. You can never have or own a person. Okay?
What if it's a
Because that's always going to be a who. Okay? So let's look up here. I have the suitcases in my car. So first of all, we need to translate it. I have. Hayden, can you see this real well? Because it looks like you're holding that pretty low. Can you hold that up a little bit higher?
Yeah.
There you go. So it's a little more straight on. I have the suitcases in my car. So, ¿cómo se dice I have? Yo tengo. Yo tengo. And I want you to write down these examples, please. I hope you're taking amazing notes. Yo tengo. These ones might be new. Oh, these ones, if you have them from yesterday, you can just correct. Yo tengo. I have the suitcases. ¿Cómo se dice the suitcases? Las maletas. Las maletas. In my car. In mi carro or in mi coche. Either one. In mi coche or in mi carro. Okay? So, first step, what do we do?
Underline the conjugated verb.
Yeah, thank you, Cody. Whoop whoop. One person's listening. I love it. Yo tengo. I have.
I have.
Now, what's step number 2?
Box.
And how do you know what to box?
Ask who or what.
You ask yourself who or what. So find the verb and you say, I have, who do I have? No. I have, what do I have? The suitcases. I have the suitcases. Now, under our what, our only options are either lo or la, or you could use los or las. Which one are you going to use?
Loss.
Why is it los? It's feminine and it's plural. Okay, so you're gonna say yo tangle. I have, and what do I have?
Them.
Las them en mi carro. Preguntas? Are there any questions?
Wait, what do you square?
Okay, you square the direct object. The direct object. And how do you find the direct object?
Ask who or what?
How do you ask who or what for what?
Who of the verb, like who has and what.
This is tricky, isn't it? You ask who or what. You need to find the conjugated verb, I have, and then say I have who or I have what. Okay? In this case, you find the conjugated verb. She helps, and you say she helps who or she helps what. You find the conjugated verb. They hug. They hug who or they hug what. Okay? Yes?
So if like a dog or a cat, they usually get personal ahs.
They do.
You use a who for that or a what?
It depends on the sentence. But it depends on the sentence. But generally speaking, it's not going to matter. Because if you look at your, whether it's a dog, what would you replace el perro with? Yeah, him or it, right?
Or her?
What would you replace la gata with? La.
Alright.
Okay, so it's not gonna. All right, she sees me at the beach. She sees me. She sees me. Morrison, how do you say she sees?
Ella,
Ella ve. She sees. And then what do you ask yourself?
Who does she see?
Who does she see? Who does she see? And what would the answer be?
Me.
Me. So you're gonna say, is she seeing a person?
Yes.
Me.
Oh.
Me. And how do you say at the beach?
Playa. La playa.
A la playa.
A la playa or in la playa?
La playa.
In la playa. If you say a la playa, it's like she sees me to the beach. Like I'm walking to the beach, she sees me, and then poof, I disappear. It's weird. It's not going to sound right. Are they going to understand you? Yes. Are you understandable? Yes. But does it make sense? Not really. What's our direct object going to be for part A?
Me.
Me. And what question does it answer? Who or what?
Who?
Who, exactly. So then we go down here and say ella, ve, she sees. Who does she see?
Me.
Me, we're going to substitute in. Ella me ve.
In La Playa.
In La Playa. And you could write down in La Playa. Yep. Is this making a little bit of sense?
Yeah.
Are we getting there? Okay, let's do another one. The parents hug the children. Oh, we already did one very similar to that. Okay, so we're going to skip that one. Okay, let's come over here. Because we have, as a part of our little remember here, DOP, you can put it.
Before the conjugated
Oh, that was so
verb.
sad. That was so very, very sad. DOP, you can put it
Before
the conjugated verb. Now, our next part says never put it in the middle, even if it is a riddle, never put it in the middle.
Never put it
What
in
does
the
that
middle.
mean? When I say don't put it in the middle of what?
But in some cases it is in the middle of the sentence.
So we're not talking about the middle of the sentence here. Huh.
If you have like a phrase, like
Okay.
a prepositional phrase, or something.
Not a prepositional phrase, but you're getting warmer. What are our infinitive constructions that we know so far? Infinitive constructions are things that have a formula. Close, what?
Here.
Ear plus plus
Definite.
infinitivo. Ear plus plus an infinitivo, right? Ear plus plus an infinitivo. And when I say you can never ever put it in the middle, what I mean is you can't put it in the middle of the ear plus the plus the infinitive. Right? We have two infinitive constructions. Maybe we should write that down. Infinitive, this is a good word to know. Infinitive constructions. What does infinitive construction mean? It means a sentence that has an infinitive, right? Or a construction that has an infinitive. And one of them was ir plus a plus an infinitivo. And when do you use that? It's to tell me something that you are
Going to do.
going to do in the near future, right? Something that you're going to do in the near future. Ir plus a plus an infinitivo. Something you're going to do in the near future. Okay? Another one of our infinitive constructions
Is it the ear plus
was something you
Tango,
have to
ear
do.
plus a plus the article plus plural?
That one isn't going to be an infinitive construction because does that one have an infinitive in it?
Oh, no.
No. So it's going to be, which one is it going to be? Tener. Tener plus K plus an infinitive. Right? Something that I have to do. Right?
Isn't,
Okay? So which one is the conjugated verb in these two formulas? Where's the conjugated verb going to be? Ir or tener. So where is your DOP going to be? Go.
Before.
Before the conjugated verb. Never put it in the middle, even if it is a riddle. Never put it in the middle. What happens is, as soon as we learn these DOPs, people get DOP happy. And they start putting them all over their sentence. Yo me tengo que nos a la biblioteca ir infinitivo. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, so DOPs always go before the conjugated verb. So let's try one of those. I have to bring the luggage to the airport. What do I have to do?
Yo.
I have to bring the luggage to the airport. So first let's try just translating this and then we'll go from there. I have to bring the luggage.
Yo.
Yo tango. Tango plus
K.
K. Yo tango K. How do you say bring the luggage? Traer. Traer. That was our I go verb, remember? That was a weird one. Yo tango K traer. I have to bring. El equipo is the team. So what is el equipaje? El equipaje to the airport. How do you say to the airport? El aeropuerto. Así?
No.
Al. Al aeropuerto. Why is it al? Plus L becomes al. Muy bien. Al aeropuerto. So, step number 1, what do?
Find the
Underline the conjugated verb. So, yo tango que traer. That's going to be your verb part. Tango que traer. The whole thing, because you can never put it in the middle of any of this business. Okay? Now what do?
Then you
Wait,
say
this is
what
conjugated
they have to bring.
You ask who or what do they have to bring to the airport? And what would your answer be? Okay, so was it who or what? What? I have to bring, what do I have to bring? El equipaje, the luggage. To where do I have to bring it? To the airport, okay? So now, what would I substitute for el equipaje? Which one of our DOPs? Yeah, I have to bring the luggage, I have to bring it. So which one would you like for it?
Low.
Low, why'd you pick low?
Masculine.
Masculine and singular, right? And where is that low going to go?
Before.
Before the conjugated verb. So where's it going to go?
Tango.
Nice. Yo, lo, tango, que, traer. Yo, lo, tango, que, traer. Every single one of your homework assignments in this chapter, whether I explicitly remember to say so or not, whenever you're doing your DOPs in the question, I want to see your conjugated verb underlined and your direct object boxed. And you're going to see why next year. Okay? Yes?
I see why now you don't, or well, this may not be the reason why it's this way, but like with DOPs, it makes sense why you don't conjugate the second, like if you have another verb, because then it just messes up everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because then you wouldn't know where to put that DOP, would you? If you conjugated more than one in a row in that sentence. Yeah. And you don't say, I bring the luggage. You say, I have to bring the luggage. Muy bien. Yes?
So basically, like when you in the A sentence, you just bring down what you underlined. to the B sentence. You don't change that, but you change this box.
Yeah, exactly. You have to change whatever's boxed and replace it with a DOP.
And leave the underline.
Yep, and leave the other, yeah, your verb doesn't change, does it? Because we're keeping the same sentence in all of these. All of these are, they're both ways to say the same thing. Right? Yeah.
Like with the parents one, do you have to change the parents or would it be wrong? Would it be wrong if you just left it?
Los Padres?
Yeah.
No, it would not be wrong. You could absolutely do that. You don't have to shorten it to ellos. You could leave it as Los Padres. Okay? So, for example, let's do this one. Miss Ruddock is going to help us today. She's not helping us now. No. But she is going to help us sometime in the near future. Look at your infinitive constructions and see which one of your infinitive constructions is it going to be. Uh-huh. Okay, and for Miss Ruddock, what do I need in front of Miss Ruddock? La Senorita Ruddock is going to. Stevens, what verb am I going to use? Is going to. What form of ear am I going to use? Voy vas. Va. That a girl. La Senorita Ruddock va a. And how do you say to help? Ayudar. Am I helping people?
Oh.
So what do we need?
Nos.
Personal.
Oh.
Va a ayudar a nosotros. Nosotros. Hoy. Step number 1, we underline the conjugated verb. La señorita Ruddock va a ayudar. We'll underline the whole thing. Va a ayudar. She is going to help. Now you ask yourself, what is she going to help or who is she going to help? Which is it? Who is she going to help? And so what was the answer? Nosotros. She is going to help who? Us. Today. Now, just like Hunter just asked us, in our part B sentence, I could either say La Señorita Ruddock, or I could say ella. Either one would be perfectly correct. It wouldn't be right or wrong. Huh?
Are we talking about, shouldn't it be usted instead of ella?
Okay, should it be usted or ella? Because I am technically a formal person.
You said.
Are you talking to me or are you talking about me?
Talking about them.
About me. So are you allowed to use you formal? No, because imagine what if I was talking about another teacher who's not here, and I wouldn't say, Miss Stramp, you formal, help the students, you help them.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You can only use you formal if you're face to face in the conversation. Okay? So, La Señorita Ruddock, or I could say ella, va a ayudar. She is going to help, and who is she going to help? Us.
Nos.
Okay, last one. I'd love to see you try this one on your own, so we'll give you just a minute. We are going to visit my grandparents in August. We are going to visit my grandparents in August. And thank you for highlighting this, Kimber. Because we caught several people for attendance yesterday, so thank you for highlighting it. Because then it can't be changed. Yeah.
No, it comes in.
How's it looking?
Good.
I'm going to have you scoot up just a little bit, just so it's a little bit bigger on there. And I'll move your chair for you.
Thanks.
There you go. Visitar is correct.
See,
Those highlighted papers. Under the copies, I think. Open the new Word document.
You don't get it?
The highlighted part.
My back does. It's weird.
Yep, same. No, a new document. Okay, so we are going to visit. Okay, 1 second, Mr. Ray. We are going to visit. We are going to visit. You think you got it? Okay, let's hear it.
Like translation or
Yeah.
back?
Sure.
Nosotros vamos visitar mis abuelos abuelos.
Nosotros vamos, and will you say that again one more time?
Visitar
Vamos visitar
mis abuelos
mis abuelos.
in Agosto.
Muy bien. Mis abuelos en agosto. Did you say agosto or agosto? Agosto with an O, right? Agosto. De acuerdo? Everybody, de acuerdo?
No.
Bromley, what do you see? You see anything you might need to change? Nosotros vamos a visitar. We are going to visit my grandparents in August. Okay, so now, Miss Stevens, what am I going to underline?
The conjugated verb.
The conjugated verb. So what would you like me to underline? Vamos. Vamos a visitar. And Felicia, who or what are we going to visit? Good job, mis abuelos. So that is our direct object. Okay? So now, in our part B, we're going to rewrite it and say nosotros. You said you wanted los, Hunter?
Sí.
Los vamos a visitar. Los vamos a visitar. We are going to visit. Who are we going to visit? Them. Is this making a little bit of sense? Okay, questions? Yeah.
I thought you didn't capitalize mine.
You don't have to. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, anyone else? Yeah.
Can you get rid of the prepositional phrases?
You technically can. And right now, we're doing really basic sentences where I'm having you rewrite the exact same sentence with a DOP. But in reality, how you're really going to be using this is you're going to say something like, we are going to visit my grandparents this summer. We're going to visit them in Montana. So you would be adding some kind of new information usually. We're going to visit them in Montana. We're going to visit them by plane. We're going to... Do you know what I mean? So usually you're not going to repeat it. You don't do that in English either. I have the marker. I have it. You don't like it. You don't usually repeat the exact same sentence, right? You usually change it up.
Unless you're explaining
Okay.
what it means.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so adios.
Adios.